daily dose of complete health with your local chiropractor, Patrick Hogg. And the question is how old should we be before we get our spine checked? Well, the answer is as young as possible. How soon should we get checked? Well, the sooner, the better. Let me ask you this. If you get to the point that a problem has already arisen, has damage already pursued? Now, if damage is already pursued, how much longer is that problem going to take to manage? Now, the ironic thing is most people will not see a therapist until it is bad enough. And when it is bad enough that they have to go to a therapist, that normally means that the problem has been there for a significantly longer period of time. Now, let me ask you this. If a problem has been there for a longer period of time, would you expect it to be better or worse? And the reality is we all know that the longer we leave something, the more likely it's going to become a problem. And let me just put it into an easy perspective for you. The longer you leave your car without getting it serviced or MOT'd, the more likely the mechanic's going to find a problem. The longer you leave it without your roof being checked for cracks, loose tiles, etc., the more likely that's going to leak. And if it has been leaking, the more likely it's going to cause internal damage and you've not been aware about it. The longer you leave the virus protector on your computer unchecking your computer, the more likely you're going to have things that have pursued into your computer and caused damage. So like I say, when problems start, why do we wait? Why do we wait until the problem gets big enough to then get it checked? Now, the reality is that I have clients that have been coming here for years that bring their kids in. Why? Well, because the birthing process it's a difficult process, and kids start developing neck and shoulder issues right from the word go from childbirth. They have roughly 1,000 falls before the age of 7, of which 200 are considered enough to cause tissue damage. Now, the reality is if you've managed to cause enough tissue damage by the age of 7 and you still have never had your body checked by the age of 40, 50, then the reality is you're probably going to have pursued a lot more damage over that time. It's accumulative. It compounds, which means it builds up in your system. I know you probably can't read it because it's going to be backwards, but one of my favorite quotes is on the wall, which is one of Palmer's quotes. The preservation of health is much easier than the cure of disease. And the reality is true. If we maintain health long term, we're much more likely to actually be able to maintain everything that we want to be able to do, keep our health, keep our body function the way that we were supposed to, and just be able to live the lives that we should really want to and be aspiring for. So like I say, when should you get checked? How soon should I get checked? How early should I get checked? How old should I be? Well, the reality is as soon as you feel comfortable, but don't wait until things get bad enough, because all you're doing there is you're making a bigger mountain for you and your chiropractor to climb by the time you actually choose to take that avenue. Patrick here for Complete Health. This is your daily dose, and we will speak to you very, very soon. Take care now.